Let the hunt begin. Bring it on.
So we get 4.35 value, right? If the valuation is right, we get 4.35 out of Barnes. So it is worth it. Even if I'm wrong with my evaluation, it still shouldn't be so much wrong, so much better, or so much worse than it is that I counted. Not by like 0.35% for sure. So it's definitely worth to play. 4.35, it's a mana cost of Barnes of this actual deck. If you consider that I didn't actually change almost anything here to run Barnes, I only have like huge toad over King's Isaac, which is just okay. If you consider this, I think Barnes is really fine here. Should have played this first. No, I guess it's no difference. No, that's a wrong trade and wrong order. Should have killed the 3-1 first. Risk. I think it's worth it. He might just have Houndmaster. Let's try. No. Now I can see the difference between a pro gamer and rank for 13 player Kappa. Did I give on?
Such big teeth I have.
He runs Dagi there, that's scary. And this creature is so terrible, terrifying. Just unleash and I'm so wrecked. So if I didn't trade there, you know what would have happened? He buffs, trades 4 toughness, 4 power into big guy, he trades this into 3-2, and quick shots the Houndmaster. So I would have had 1 minion less. You can imagine it easily. Houndmaster might be better here.
Have many friends. I wonder.
Seems like I'll need to trade this too if I play for high main. I guess it's not a big deal. I can deal with Freezing Trap, so he probably doesn't run it with Direwolf. He definitely didn't have Unleash.
I moves quickly.
Nito87 subscribe for 7 months. Thank you for the sub. Really helps me a lot, appreciate it. Okay, high main on a high main. Just mark. Epic high main battle of the history. Alright, the fact that his trait with high main will be much better doesn't make much difference since he can just die next turn. And he should die. Reason I turned the Toad over King's Elec, by the way, is so if he plays Unleash the Hounds, he needs to trade into a minion which will trigger the Death Rattle first. So Hound will die probably. Alright, dead. You can probably put like Ragnar's in this deck to increase value of Barnes, but really on 8 you want to play Call of the Wild. I can see Barnes being super useful, or Ragnar's. Even with Barnes, it's just simply not worth it. This 1 out of 15 chance to get Ragnar's on average. And it is 1 out of 15, don't tell me that you might like draw like other minions before you play Barnes. It will always be 1 out of 15. Because you can always just get Ragnar's in your hand and then you have 0% chance to get it from Barnes. It might be some different number based on odds of you like mulliganing for something special. But that should be about 1 out of 15 anyway. If you replace a spell and put Ragnar's into it, it will be even less likely. Here's a good 7 drop. There's no like 7 drop worth putting into hand at least. It's not even worth consideration. On 7, like, you already have 2 Hymens as a Hunter. You have something to do on 6-7 normally. Normally playing 2 cards is better than just slamming 1. So as a Hunter you sometimes play like Houndmaster Quick Shot.
Incredible.
My eyes are open.
This 1 damage adds up. If you remember, even Face Hunter used to play Haunted Creeper in their decks, even without Houndmaster. Just because it's so good against Zoo. And even 1 damage is hard to ignore because it adds up. if you play it on 2 and it's there until it on 6, you dealt 4 damage. It already achieved the purpose of the card. And it still needs to be dealt with. It's somewhat different for Call of the Wild deck, so... But there must be a good opportunity to send this 1/1 Death Rattle into something. Okay, I can deadly... It's just a sign. Arrow. Not super fan of playing Hounds, because it's basically playing Hounds into the board when I already have 2 1/1s. A really good fan of Knives for him. If I just Smork, I put 7 into the face, plus 5 next turn, 12. I still need to find 7 damage.
I wonder.
I really want to put this quick shot into the face, so...
Mistakes were made.
There shouldn't be more farce here or any taunt. So if I survive until 8 and put quickshot into the face and play like 2 hounds, it should be enough damage. So Deadly Shot supports a surviving plan. Can use only 1 hound, quickshot face and hero power to finish him with Call of the Wild.
So many options.
Actually I need 2 hounds, right? Quickshot, hero power 5. Yeah, I need to... Or I can just hero power him after playing this. I shouldn't die because of Misha. That's really not necessary. Playing Hyman only plays around Farseer. Number 2.
Well played.
Reno. Sure.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Choose this.
Two life, hero power does 2 damage, give up. Yeah, Barnes is actually pretty reasonable here. I mean, the problem is you already have 2 4-drops. And you probably don't mind to play like 2 abusives maybe. So value of Barnes will decrease if you play 2 abusives.
Rexa versus Uther.
I wonder
I will fight with honor.
what value will Barnes have in like Nazas Paladin. It should be just crazy. It must be like 7 mana or something. I mean, not 7, maybe like 5.5, maybe even 5. I mean, 5 mana value from 4-drop, it's already crazy. It's a power creep. Let's keep it if it's so good.
Reporting for duty.
If he wants to play Divine Solemn Vigil here, it's fine. Not the end of the world. Actually, Barnes, maybe I shouldn't have kept it just because it's not the best against True Silver.
Pain, speak to me.
Wolf fares better into True Silver.
Reporting for duty.
Tonight, a tale of true terror.
Well, that's the best one.
I have no time for games.
Oh, that will screw up him.
I'll let the dogs out.
It's also a beast.
Reporting for duty. The victory is yours.
I wonder if I should have turned the tiger soon. If I turn the tiger, pyro equality is weak. I don't care about humidity effects, right? Because then Sylvanas doesn't die. Doesn't steal anything. Even if it steals something, it's not so good. So it was only like out of pyro quality consecration, equality pyro. So he needed to deal with Death Rattle first. Should have turned the tiger.
Begin.
But then I think even in the worst case he was still dead. Worst case was like trade pyro, trade equality pyro forbidden healing phase, and then use true healer champion. Kinda like quick shot against mages. That game should be good. It's about like killing all this annoying early game stuff. Unless it's freeze, and freeze is kind of easy win for this deck, I think.
Someday I'll be just like you!
Hunt alone. I serve the Fire Lord.
Yes, please. Oh, I'll just play Flame Waker when I have Coin and Tray, sure. Just surviving, guys.
I wonder.
So many. I don't really value Unleash so high with this hand, because on 7 you shouldn't build like a board worse to Unleash in one turn, right? So Quickshot should be better than Unleash technically. You place 2 minions and one will be with 2 life, then Unleash is same good as a Quickshot. Quickshot is easier to play if I, let's say, get the tiger from the top. Not this one, the 5 mana. Oh, heal. I'm in a position where I can play around Flame Strike. Wow. It's 3 for 1. I just dealt 5. I spent 1 card. I dealt 5 damage. To his face already. And he needs to spend like 4 cards. 3 cards to clear. They're just so dumb, man. I guess I'll quick shot him. Even if you play Flame Strike, it's still like it does 5 damage to the face, and then you clear the board. But it already did something. Mage Secret isn't nice. Oh. 2 hunters, 1 mage.
Reporting for duty.
Bear trap, 1 trigger. Might be like a freezing and vape. The first one can go in safely. Bear trap won't trigger. It can be misdirect. It can misdirect into my Misha. But I shouldn't play around it.
You win.
That wasn't a nice block, it seems. Draw first? I mean, the thing is, I didn't even need to play the quick shot. If I draw first and it's an ice block, I actually